Darlene Morgan here. I'm an estate planning attorney here in Orange County. Today we're going to talk about estate planning for women. And unfortunately, there's not a one-size-fits-all scenario to approaching estate plans. And every situation is different. So this is especially true when we're talking about estate planning for women. So I like to say every family has the family CFO. And sometimes the family CFO is the husband, and sometimes it's the wife. And for single women, then you're the family CFO. So, it will really depend on what your particular situation is. I do have families who come in here where the husband is been in charge of the finances and making a lot of the financial decisions, and the woman feels uncertain and sometimes vulnerable, maybe a little nervous about what would happen because she just doesn't know. She doesn't know if her husband has it all taken care of or not. So estate planning is typically very helpful in sorting that out, making sure that there are clear instructions, making sure that she does know what the family assets are, so that if something unexpected did happen to her husband, we've worked through a lot of those issues. She does then have the confidence that there would be enough money for her, what the assets are. Sometimes we end up talking about life insurance through that process, or really what has been set up so that if something unexpected happened to her husband, she knows that she is going to be secure. So that's one scenario that can happen a lot. Another scenario is really just maybe a single woman. And if she has kids, then definitely she needs to come in and talk about getting estate planning in place so that if something unexpected happened to her as a single mom, things are in place for her kids, whether they're small kids. Obviously, there's things we do for setting up guardians. If they're adult kids, they may have different vulnerabilities, but oftentimes we want to make sure that those kids would not receive money that they wouldn't know what to do with, or that they wouldn't spend properly, or they might spend unwisely. So single women also, estate planning is great, because if they do, or if they are considering a remarriage at some point, then estate planning is a way to get their ducks in a row for a future remarriage, meaning that they may want to consider how to keep those assets from becoming commingled, or to keep them safe and secure for their own kids someday. So with single women, there are a lot of considerations that we do talk about, especially when they have kids. Now, for single women who don't have kids, we talk about a lot of different things. Usually the biggest concern for my clients who are single and they don't have kids is going to be incapacity planning. We're going to want to make sure that everything is legally in place so that if there was an unexpected incapacity, the person that you trust would be able to step in, have legal authority to manage your money for your benefit, make sure that they're able to access that without having to go to court or get a conservatorship, make sure that the person you trust can spend money for your benefit if you're not able to do that for yourself. And then, of course, also make sure that we have healthcare documents in place so that the person you trust can make healthcare decisions for you if you can't make them for yourself. An estate planning attorney may also advise mothers to set up trusts for the benefit of their children. So that's something that we talk a lot about here, and what the benefits, what the pros and cons are of having a trust set up for your children through your estate plan. So unfortunately, not all attorneys are up to speed on some of the changing needs or important differences that women have in terms of setting up their estate plan. So whether you're looking to retire young or travel the world or just set up a trust if the unexpected happened for the benefit of your kids or to protect yourself in the case of your own incapacity, we do recommend that you would meet with an attorney, find out what you need to know and what that attorney would recommend for you in your particular situation, so that basically you have it all taken care of and that things are all set up clearly for maximum protection for yourself and your family. And if you need any help getting started, please reach out to us. We would love to connect with you and meet and see if we would be a fit to work together to help you with your estate planning needs.